This is our assignment, and we're going to learn how to use Inventor to make some basic three-dimensional shapes. So if you'll recall, the process flow for making an object in Inventor is you first draw a 2D sketch, then you dimension and constrain that 2D sketch, you finish that 2D sketch, extrude the 2D sketch and make it into a 3D object, and select a face on the 3D object to make another sketch and continue on through until you have the part finished. So let's go ahead and take a look at the assignment, and you have it in front of you. So what we need to do is make this object. There's a lot of different ways we can make this. I want to show you first how to set up the project called Isometric, and then how to make this part very quickly. So let's go into Inventor. First thing we want to do is go to the big I, Options, go to the File tab, Projects folder right here, change that to Z:\inventor, apply, close. Now go up to the projects button on the launch panel, new, single user project, next. We're going to call this isometric, and then just finish OK. And right now isometric is our active project. So to confirm that, I'm going to go to File Explorer in the lower left here, and I'm going to go to double click here, double click on my Z drive. I'm user P902, P9U02. There's our Inventor folder, and there's my project folder and my project file. So everything's okay. Let's begin to make that part. So let's come here, going to make a new part, and we're ready. So I'm going to make a 2D sketch on the XY plane. And the way I'm going to approach this is as follows. First, I'm going to add some grid lines by going to the big I, Options, Sketch tab, Grid Lines, Apply. And each of these grid lines is 0.125 inches, or 1/8 of an inch. Let's go back to our assignment, and you'll see that we have piece along here that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2. We go back 5, up, what is that, 3, over 2, and back down. So I'm going to make this two-dimensional sketch, kind of the elongated L, extrude it out into this direction, and then take these chunks out here and over here. So let's do that. I'll use the line tool, so I'm going to constrain the lower left corner to be right at the origin, so it pops green. Pull out. Now this was 7 units. Now this is a new thing that we haven't looked at. Each unit is 0.125 inches. That's the scale. So I'm going to write 7 times 0.125. Enter. And I've got my bottom. Okay. Now I can move until it's perpendicular, like that, and then I believe I have to go up 2 units, 2 times 0.125, enter, and then I go back, I believe, 5 times 0.125, enter, and then up, let me make sure I get this right, looks like it's 3 times 0.125, enter, back over 2 more, 2 times 0.125, enter, and finally back home to close the two-dimensional figure, left click, right click, OK. It's fully constrained, as you can see in the lower right. I'm going to finish the sketch, hit the little house to kind of get it right in front of me. I'm going to extrude in the other direction by an amount, let's see, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be 5 times 0.125. And I've got this figure that I need to modify. Okay, so if I go back to our assignment, you'll see that after I make my 2D sketch, dimension and constrain it, finish the sketch by clicking the big green check mark, extruding that sketch. Now I select a face on which to make another sketch, and I continue through. So in order to make this object, I'm going to make a sketch on the top face here. So right up here, So I'm going to click here, and I believe that I need to, let's project this geometry up here. I click the project geometry button onto my sketch plane, and I have kind of see what I'm doing a little bit. And if you'll go back to here, you'll see that this is right in the middle. So it's 1 unit along here, and it's 3 long, and it's the width of the region there. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool, and I'm going to put it right here and pull out, and I'm going to dimension it here. So right now this is 2 times 0.125. I'm going to tab back over here, and this is going to be 3 times 0.125. Enter. Okay, so I've got this square or rectangle on top of the face here, but I need 2 more dimensions, and so I need to tell Inventor that the distance from the edge here is 1 times 0.125. Okay, and the final one, I guess I need to tell it this as well. I thought that would have been determined already, but that's 1 times 0.125. Enter. Okay, everything is dark blue, fully constrained. Finish the sketch with the big green check mark. I've got my region here. I'm going to extrude and select it there. I'm going to go the other way, and I believe I go down, let's see, 1 or 2? Just 1. 1 unit, which is 1 times 0.125. Enter. And finally, I need a third sketch. Let's do it on this face here. Come up here to Project Geometry and click all the edges so that I can use them in my sketch. And basically, I need to make this little rectangle here, and it's centered here, and it goes back 3 units, so it's 1 by 3. So rectangle, let's attach it there, and this is lengthwise, it's going to be 3 times 0.125, tab, 1 times 0.125, enter. Okay, I think the dimensions of that rectangle that I'm going to extrude are correct. Now I need to locate it. So from here to here, I know that I need to go, what was it? I believe it was 2 times 2 squares, 2 times 0.125. And that's fully constrained. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to finish, and I'm going to extrude this region here, and I'm going to do a cut extrusion, and it's going to be all. So I've got it right there, and now I've got it finished. I'm going to hit save. It automatically goes to the isometric folder, and I'm going to call this isometric _1_ my name, EINSTEINALBERT. Okay, so I've got it there. Now what I want to show you very quickly before we end here is if you right click on the part in the browser is this big white area here. Right click, go to iProperties, go to the Physical tab, Update, and you'll see that the volume of this object is 0.172 cubic inches, and that's going to be something that can tell you that you've made the part correctly. Thanks for watching.